Okay, it's assessment time. Now let's try to check if you have learned something from the videos that I have provided. So I have here 8 questions only, and then I'll give you tips on how to answer these types of questions, because in the board exam, taas kay mo basahon one paragraph, taas kay mga sentences. Then you have to analyze of all the choices, which is the best answer. But tanang choices man correct man siya. But you must choose one best answer. Now, let's check, Sige, question number 1. The following concepts refer to the implications of 21st century education for teachers except one. Which is the exception? So, you must understand unsa may gipangita sa question, and then highlight or underline the keywords. So, unsay keywords nato? So, ang gipangita is dili siya implication to 21st century education, diba? So, except one. So, of all the choices, unsa may galahi, unsa may dili implications of 21st education. The next step, read the choices one by one. So, letter A, teachers must maintain students' interest by helping them see the connection of what they learn for life with the real world. Yes, this is correct, ma'am. So, eliminate. Letter B, teachers must instill curiosity in students because it is fundamental to lifelong learning. Yes, this is an implication. Then, eliminate na po ka. Letter C, teachers must be consistent in how they teach. So, dili ka sure, So, retain. Letter D, teachers must excite learners to become even more resourceful so that they will continue to learn outside the formal school or lifelong learning gihapon, So, eliminate. So, your last choice na nabilin is letter C. So, the answer is letter C. Teachers must be consistent in how they teach. Ano mo man siya answer, ma'am? It's because what you have learned in the 21st century education, teachers must be, or 21st century skill, teachers must be flexible. So, we can adapt to changes. So, you must not be consistent in how we teach, because those strategies before, maybe they are not applicable now, especially nga flexible learning nata, online learning nata. So, the answer is letter C. So, this is not an implication of 21st century education. So, again, you read the question. After reading the question, analyze what are the keywords. Unsa may pinaka-meat sa question. So, i-underline mo ang keywords. The next step is read all the choices. After reading all the choices, eliminate those choices na dili siya mooy best answer. And then after that one, you must decide what is the best answer. Okay, let's proceed, Question number 2, So, to attain the 21st century skills among learners, the following are relevant approaches and prospects that schools should impose. If you arrange the following approaches based on effectiveness in terms of developing 21st century skills, which one comes last? So, ang pangutana, ang keywords, unsa may mukam o last, unsay pinaka-last, nga relevant approaches and prospects that schools should impose. So, may pinaka-list na atong pilion. Sige, letter A. Bring learners to the real world where action is. Yes, kay real world setting siya. Correct. Eliminate choice A. Letter B. Expose them to a great deal of researches and other inquiry-based modalities using technology. Yes, kuan kayo siya, ma'am. Relevant kayo siya. So, eliminate choice B. Letter C. Provide them information on direct instruction, principles, and perspectives. Gaduha-duha ko, ma'am. So, retain. Retain nato si choice C. Letter D. Guide them in searching for truth and exploring their own learning experiences. Relevant siya, ma'am, because as a teacher, you are just guiding, you are just facilitating. So, correct answer is letter C. Why kaladuha-duha? Because here, provide them information. So, si teacher di ay provide. So, you are just spoon feeding, di ba? So, this is the least, no? Least na relevant approaches and prospects na dapat i-impose sa school. Okay? Question 3. The teacher instills to the students the Filipino value of respect for the elderly that is shown through the provision of spaces in the building, granting of discount privileges, and prioritizing them in the grocery stores and LRT stations. What literacy is being implied? So, in this question, unsa may type of new literacies ang gi-implied? So, ang thought, ang keywords is Filipino value of respect for the elderly. So, asa man aning, no? Asa man aning mga types of literacy ang nihatag og value of respect for the senior citizens. So, is it letter A? Are we talking about culture? Dili siya, ma'am. Erase. Letter C. Are we talking about finances? Are we talking about money, savings? Wala pud, ma'am. Letter D. Are we talking about analyzing or assessing media? Wala pud siya, no? We are talking about the Filipino value of respect for the elderly. So, how to socialize, how to respect the elderly? Then the best answer is, of course, letter B, social literacy. The number 4, which traditional paper and pen test can assess multicultural skills? So, ang keywords, traditional paper and pen test about multicultural skills. So, basa na ka sa upat ka choices. Alam, ma'am, tanan siya traditional paper and pen test. Next, so tanan siya, ma'am. Pwede siya tanan. Next that you're going to identify is which is the best. So, of the 4 traditional paper and pen test, unsa may pinaka-highest level niya nga maigo ang higher order thinking skills? Is it letter A, identification, write what is being asked in each item about the concept of multiculturalism? So, identification, no? Low level ra kaayo siya. Dili siya, eliminate. Letter B, matching type. Match the tribes in column A with the cultural practices and traditions in column B. Low level gihapon. Letter C, numeration. List down 10 ways in sustaining cultural diversity amidst conflict crisis. Enumerate rag 10 ways, ma-memorize ra. Low level gihapon. Erase. Letter D, last choice, essay. How can we show respect for diversity? Cite a personal experience that brought you to an instance of conflicts due to differences and elaborate how you managed the incident. Amo dyan ni siya correct answer, ma'am, kay taas man, no? But no, this is the correct answer because of the 4 choices given, siya ang pinaka-highest nga level. So, highest type of assessment. So, the answer is letter D. Because these 3, low level ra kaayo siya. Kani siya maoy analahi because this is in the highest level. Number 5. How can a teacher best model social literacy in class? Okay, keywords. How to model social literacy in class. A. Researching effective strategies in presenting the lesson for a clearer and better understanding of learners. Pwede kaayo ga research. B. Showing love, care, and concerns to the learners while considering them as her children. Pwede kaayo. Letter C. Using highly technological tools in processing the teaching-learning process. Medyo off siya. So, atong i-eliminate, no? Eliminate. Letter C. Letter D. Analyzing dilemmas, drawing of life lessons, and integrating values at the end. Pwede po siya, ma'am. So, natay tulo ka choices na bilin atong pilian. So, letters A, B, and D. But we have to decide unsa may the best, no? The best way, the realistic way that we can model social literacy in class. Kanang walay ka-effort si ma'am, no? In a natural way lang. So, the correct answer is letter B. Simply just by showing love, care, and concern to your learners while considering them as your children. So, of all the choices given, siya mao'y pinaka-natural way that we can best model social literacy. Okay, number 6. Which is the best strategy for bullying reduction in school? Again, keywords. Best strategy for bullying reduction. So, unsa may pinaka the best? Now, read the choices. A. Confer with parents of identified bullies. Yes, makikmeet ka. Okay siya, ma'am. Letter B. Assign law police enforcers on every floor of the school building. Pwede man siya, ma'am, pero medyo off. Kaya kinahanglan pa kag a lot of effort, no? Daghan pang process agian para lang jud na ay moadto nga police enforcer every day sa school. So ako i-eliminate. Eliminate letter B. Letter C. Create more student-involved activities to divert students' attention. Pwede siya, ma'am. Letter D. Plan for a field trip to city jail to reflect on the consequences of bullying. Pwede siya, ma'am, but we cannot do this every day. So, once a year lang siguro, no? And it needs, again, a lot of process because city jail, ba mo adto, no? Then, after that field trip, malabi na pila ka months or days, malimot na po ang mga bata, no? Malimot na po sila sa ilang reflection and the consequences of bullying. So, I will eliminate this one. So, ang na-eliminate, choices B and D, no? So, we have A and C. So, A, balikta. Confer with parents of identified bullies. Now, the question is, parents of identified bullies. So, can you ask them to come to school? Maybe these parents, no, dili ganit tig-attend o mga PTA meetings. And let's say tig-attend o PTA meetings, but how often do you conduct PTA meetings? Is it every day? Is it every month ba? Every week? So, maglisod ka o confer ang mga parents of identified bullies. So, the best answer is letter C. So, again, this is the best answer because of all the choices. This is the realistic answer, no? So, you'll just create student-involved activities to divert students' attention nga instead of magbully, then ma-focus sila on doing something. So, again, this is the most natural, this is the most realistic na answer. Mahitabo jud sa field. Number 7. Which of the following strategies can teachers least consider in preparing for their retirement? So, sa financial literacy ni siya, no? So, keywords. Least strategy in preparing for their retirement. So, ang choices ng itanghatag, they are essential strategies for the retirement. So, let's check. Kung sa may pinaka-list na tong pilion in terms of retirement. A. Prepare man, no? So, before retirement. A. Continuing professional development towards promotion and increment. Increment, mo taas imong sweldo, no? Increase ang sweldo. Yes, ma'am. Kaya para before ko mo retire, dako ang akong makuha ang pension or dako akong makuha ang lump sum ng money. So, eliminate letter A. Kaya dapat consider nato ni maayo para dako ang makuha ang retirement. Letter B. Sustain expenses relatively lower than salaries. Of course, so we must buy those necessary things, no? And buy those important things or needs lang nato aside from our wants. So, dili ta mo palabi gasto higher than our salaries. So, letter B, erase. Letter C, Avail of life and retirement insurance, of course, mo siguro ni pinakauna, no? So letter C, erase. Letter D, frequent trips with Grab, promo fares, and freebies. Of course, siya negative, no, of all the choices. So obvious na answer is letter D. So maglaag-laag, maski asa because of promos. So this is the least na strategy. And last question, the following are school policies that would help and contribute to environmental protection, but without compromising data privacy ethics, except one. Which one is it? So keywords, school policies that would help environmental protection, but without compromising data privacy ethics. So, data privacy ethics nga mo help sa environmental protection. Except one. So, these choices, no? Kaning choices gipanghatag, they are into environmental protection, but which one is compromising data privacy ethics? So, unsa may ga-compromise ani nga mga choices? Letter A, avoid using tarpaulins as a decoration in any school program. Yes, for environmental protection siya, but wala man siya ga-compromise of data privacy ethics. So, erase. Letter C, ko diretso. Do not use branded special cardboard papers for invitation cards and souvenir programs. Yes, into environmental protection siya, but special cardboard, wala siya ka-compromise of data privacy ethics. So, erase. Of course, the correct answer or the best answer is letter B. Make use of recycled student records and test papers in disseminating memos and posting of announcement. So, yes, into environmental protection siya because kaning mga papers na dili na magamit for printing, i-disseminate siya into memos and announcement, but it compromises data privacy ethics. So the answer is letter B. So that's the end of our assessment, no, our questions. I hope that you have learned something. So again, tip lang, no, in this type of question. So first, read the question, understand, analyze the question. And then next, highlight or underline the keywords. And then after analyzing those keywords, go over with the choices, read all the choices, and then eliminate those choices na unnecessary siya or dili siya mo best answer. And then next, retain those choices na you think is or are correct. And then next is you decide what is the best answer. So thank you.